Hello. Today I would like to talk about Napoleon Bonaparte, one of history's most remarkable figures. Known for his military genius, ambition, and lasting impact on Europe, Napoleon's life story is filled with triumph, tragedy, and controversy. Let's know it. Napoleon Bonaparte, born on August 15, 1769, on the island of Corsica, was one of history's most influential leaders. His rise from a modest, noble family to Emperor of the French marked a remarkable journey of ambition and military genius. Born Napoleon de Bonaparte, he later changed his name to Napoleon Bonaparte after his family Frenchified it. Napoleon's early education was shaped by his father's connections, which allowed him to study at the mainland French Military Academy in Brienne-le-Château. Even as a young cadet, he showed an extraordinary aptitude for military strategy and leadership. After completing his studies, Napoleon joined the French army as a second lieutenant at just 16 years old. His early military career began with his involvement in the French Revolution, which began in 1789. During the revolution, Napoleon quickly rose through the ranks due to his skill in artillery and his strong support of revolutionary ideals. By 1796, at the age of 26, he was appointed as the commander of the French army in Italy. Napoleon's campaign in Italy was a resounding success, marking his first major military achievements. His military tactics were innovative and focused on speed, flexibility, and overwhelming force. These successes not only brought him fame, but also demonstrated his ability to inspire loyalty and devotion among his soldiers. In 1799, amidst political instability in France, Napoleon staged a coup d'état, overthrowing the Directory and establishing the consulate. This event marked the beginning of his rule in France, as he took control as first consul. In 1804, Napoleon declared himself Emperor of the French, solidifying his absolute power and starting a new era in European history. One of his early achievements as emperor was the Napoleonic Code, a legal framework that influenced legal systems worldwide. The Napoleonic Code emphasized clear and consistent laws, which provided a foundation for modern legal systems in many countries. Napoleon's military prowess continued to dominate Europe, leading France through a series of wars known as the Napoleonic Wars. He revolutionized the battlefield with his innovative tactics, such as the use of massed artillery and corps-based army structures. Napoleon's forces conquered much of Europe, from Spain to Russia, establishing the French Empire at its peak. His empire was a complex network of client states and annexed territories, with Napoleon placing his relatives and allies in positions of power across Europe. Despite his many victories, Napoleon's ambition led to significant conflicts, including the disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812. The Russian campaign ended in catastrophe, with Napoleon's forces suffering massive losses due to harsh winter conditions and logistical failures. This defeat marked the beginning of Napoleon's downfall, as it emboldened his enemies and led to a series of alliances against him. In 1814, after a string of defeats, Napoleon was forced to abdicate and was exiled to the island of Elba. However, his exile was short-lived, as in 1815, he escaped from Elba and returned to France for a brief period known as the 100 Days. During the 100 Days, Napoleon raised an army and sought to reclaim his empire, but his efforts were doomed to failure. The Battle of Waterloo, fought on June 18, 1815, was Napoleon's final defeat. After the loss at Waterloo, Napoleon was captured and exiled to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean. On St. Helena, Napoleon lived under strict British supervision, far from the European power struggles that had once defined his life. He died on May 5, 1821, at the age of 51, likely due to stomach cancer, though rumors of poisoning have persisted. Napoleon's legacy is a subject of great debate, as he was both admired and vilified in equal measure. To his admirers, he was a brilliant military strategist and a visionary reformer who modernized Europe. His impact on European politics, law, and warfare continues to be felt to this day. Napoleon's military tactics, especially his use of maneuver warfare, have influenced generations of military leaders. The structure and organization of his armies set the standard for modern military forces. He also left behind a reformed administrative structure that aimed to centralize power and improve efficiency. Despite his successes, Napoleon's empire was built on conquest and war, which led to immense suffering across Europe. His wars led to the deaths of millions and the displacement of entire populations, leaving a legacy of both glory and tragedy. Napoleon's relationship with his soldiers was one of loyalty and respect, and he was often viewed as a champion of the common man. He promoted meritocracy within the army, elevating soldiers based on ability rather than birth. Napoleon's personal life was equally fascinating, with his marriage to Josephine de Beauharnais being one of the most well-known aspects of his story. Though Josephine was unable to bear him an heir, their marriage was a significant political alliance. In 1810, Napoleon divorced Josephine and married Marie-Louise of Austria, hoping to secure a dynastic alliance. This marriage resulted in the birth of Napoleon II, known as the King of Rome, though the child never ruled. Napoleon's ambition for European empire was ultimately his downfall, as the combined forces of European monarchies united to bring him to heel. Despite his eventual defeat, Napoleon remains a symbol of unrelenting ambition and the pursuit of glory. His strategic brilliance is still studied in military academies around the world. Napoleon's efforts to establish a European order were met with resistance, particularly from Britain, which played a central role in his defeat. The Congress of Vienna, which followed his abdication, sought to restore the old European monarchies and undo the changes Napoleon had made. Napoleon's reign led to significant political changes in Europe, including the rise of nationalism and the reshaping of national borders. His legacy was both embraced and contested, with some viewing him as a tyrant and others as a revolutionary hero. In France, Napoleon's memory remained strong, and he became a symbol of national pride. His image was used by later French leaders, such as Louis Napoleon Bonaparte, who became Emperor Napoleon III. Napoleon's achievements in governance, law, and military strategy continue to be celebrated in various parts of the world. His life was marked by a relentless drive to reshape the world in his image, and his impact on history is undeniable. Napoleon's influence stretched far beyond his time, shaping the future of Europe and the world for centuries. From the battlefield to the halls of government, his legacy remains a potent reminder of the power of ambition. Despite his fall from power, Napoleon's name has lived on as a symbol of extraordinary talent and ambition. His story serves as a testament to the complex interplay of leadership, vision, and the consequences of unchecked power. Today, Napoleon's life and achievements are still studied and debated by historians, military scholars, and political analysts. Whether seen as a hero or a villain, Napoleon Bonaparte's place in history is secure, forever influencing the course of European and world affairs.